Yes. Hello, James. Yes. Hi.
I said now.
Okay, can you see the material now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's proceed on this part. So you know we have three parts, right? Can you say these words? Antique.
Antique.
Yeah. Handful.
Handful.
Annoy.
Annoy.
Yeah. Ignore.
Ignore.
Yes, very good. So let's know more about these words later. But for the meantime, I want you to do the first part, which is reading and comprehending. Read it aloud and I'll listen to you.
Okay. And mm, an
Ambassador.
am ambassador and a referee and
Referee.
referee were which one? Can
We're
you
consulting.
which one? Can you like
Maybe
uh,
I can read I can read first, okay? You listen to me first before
yeah,
you read. An
okay.
ambassador and a referee were consulting a professor on the description of a Buddhistic alphabet when a sobbing woman stopped them to sell an antique musical bathtub. Her dirty garment and the handkerchief around her waist seemed badly needed to be washed in a laundry. The ambassador, feeling uncomfortable, gave her a handful of pence from his wallet and said, "Take this fortune away. What an annoying woman!" However, when she walked away, the brilliant professor said to the ambassador that he misjudged her social identity by only focusing on her terrible garment or dirty nails, while ignoring her clean woolen vest and stockings, especially her decent pronunciation. Okay, so can you try? Mm-hmm.
Yes, um, an ambassador uh, and a referee
Referee.
were
Referee.
referee
Yes.
were consulting a professor on the description of a but
Buddhistic.
these
Buddhistic alphabet.
Buddhistic alphabet when a sobbing woman stopped them to sell an antique musical bathtub. Mm, Her dirty garment and
And the
hand
handkerchief.
handkerchief or around her waist seemed badly needed to be washed in a laun- laun-
Laundry.
laundry.
Yes.
The ambassador, feeling uncomfortable,
Uncomfortable.
gave
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable
Yes.
gave her handful, a handful of pence from his wallet and said, "Thanks this fortune away. What can annoying one? What an annoying woman."
Woman.
However, when he walked away, the brilliant professor said to the investor that he um,
Misjudged her.
Mr.
Misjudged her
Mr.
social
Social in
identity.
identity by only focusing on her terrible garment or dirty nails while in ignoring
Ignoring her.
ignoring ignoring her clean woolen bag and stockings, especially her decent
Decent.
pronunciation.
Decent.
Decent,
Mm-hmm.
decent pronunciation.
Okay, yes. Well, of course, you encountered some new words again, James, but it's okay. Don't feel bad about it. You can actually read, but we have to polish some words, okay, that you mispronounced. Okay, well, can you say ambassador?
Ambas- ambassador.
Very good. Referee. Referee.
Ref-
Yes. Buddhistic alphabet.
Buddhistic alphabet.
Yes. Sobbing. Sobbing.
Sobbing.
Yes. Okay. And what else? Handkerchief.
Handkerchief.
Yes. Okay. Good. And I think most are okay. Yes. Okay. So no more problems. So this time, tell me, what happened in the story? What did the ambassador do to the woman, to the poor woman?
Um, I just see the woman is very dirty, and she I think she is very poor,
Yes.
for for um the money is not very in she hasn't a lot of
She
money,
hasn't a lot of
and
money. Yes. Yes.
her life is not very also
Mm-hmm.
not very good.
Yes.
um but um but I think because there's many words I haven't seen, so a lot of things I come uh, to know.
Mm-hmm. So you were able to, you were saying that you haven't seen money for a long time, right? Because you're not using money in China. Okay, yeah, I know that. Well, in this story, what did the ambassador say to the poor woman?
Mm, I think take this fortune. Uh, take heed and take this fortune away with an annoying woman.
Yes, what an annoying woman. Actually, yes, it seems like the ambassador is acting so strange, right? Well, can you describe the ambassador more? Is he a good man? Is he a good person? He tells
Not a good man.
not a good man.
Because the woman is just not to haven't got the money. He also haven't got I think she hasn't got good friends and house and place to live and to and to eat. And so if the ambassador gives her
Give her
some money,
some money.
um, it's not correct, because if you have money you also have something can do.
Yes. Well, I think you have a point. Well, I don't like the ambassador, his ways of talking to the poor woman. He says, take this fortune away. Fortune, that's money. I think he's giving the woman money, right? What an annoying woman. I think he gives money, but he doesn't like what he did. And that's really bad. If you want to help someone, I believe you have to be true and honest with what you're doing. If you want to help, then help, right? You don't need to say what an annoying woman. That's very rude.
Yeah,
Well, yes, when we see poor people in the street, just feel pity. And if you want to help, then help. But never say this expression, what an annoying woman. It's really bad. Well, how
okay.
about you, James? Did you ever see some poor people in the streets? And if yes, what did you do when you see one?
You say in the street, I see some people is poor.
Yes. What did you do
So
when you see a poor person?
I will give some food to he or her,
Him or her?
and also some money, and uh, also let him to to a better place, not on the street, and also can bring she or her to the police office that and so that he or she can find the relatives.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice idea. You are very helpful. Very good. Okay, now we are done on the passage. Let's learn the words. Say antique.
And tick.
Yes, just read, okay, the meaning and the example.
Noun something made in an earlier period that is collected and considered to have value because it's beautiful, rare, old, or of high
Quality.
quality.
Yes.
Example, she started at
She
the
stared. She
priceless.
stared. She looked. Yeah.
She stared
Yes.
at the priceless and take amazement.
Mm-hmm.
And also adjective, um, antique furniture, jewelry, etc. It is old and often example,
Valuable.
valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Example, this is an antique rosewood desk.
Yes. And you continue. We all there's also noun and we call it antiquarian. Antiquarian. Yes. The
Antiquarian,
meaning is
non and connected with the trade, collection, or study of old and value or rare objects.
very good. So this word antique, okay, has adjective and noun. So remember the difference, okay, of antique and antiquarian. So there is a big difference. When we say antique, of course, it is something that is described this way, beautiful, rare, old, or of high quality. And antiquarian, it has something to do with trade or collection or valuable objects. Now you choose, James. Which word do you like? Choose one and make a sentence.
I think I will choose antique.
Okay. And your sentence?
Okay, let me think. Um, mm, mm, um, uh, don't break the antique vase. It's very valuable.
Don't break the antique fast.
Yeah,
Because, let's add because.
vase.
Vase. Vase.
Also can read vase and ace and base are both okay.
Okay. Vase? What's vase?
Uh, it's another read for this word,
Vase.
because one is American English, one is Britain
Ah,
English.
okay, okay. Vase, vase. Okay. Don't break the antique vase because it's
Uh,
it's
Valuable.
valuable. Okay. Yes, I agree with you. Very good. Okay. Now let's continue on the next number, next word. Say handful.
Handful.
Okay. Yes.
None amount of something that can be held in one hand.
Yes.
Example, he pulled out a handful of coins from his pocket.
Yes.
Hand off, handful of. phrase "a handful of something" mm, is the amount of it that you can hold in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Example, and
She
Scott,
scooped. She scooped up.
she scooped a handful, a handful of sand. Phrase "a handful of people or things" is a small number of them. Example, she invited all her friends to her party, but only a handful of them turned up.
Yes, yes, very good. Now, handful, of course, as you see on the meaning, it is something that you can just, it's something that can be held in one hand. So it can be a noun or a phrase. So use any from these two and make a sentence. Which do you like? The word or the phrase? Mm-hmm.
I think uh, uh, a handful is uh, the number of the thing.
Okay. So a phrase handful, it's yes, it because it has something to do on the amount of something. Yes.
But I think the first one is also the handful, hand off. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. He
is it?
pulled a handful. Well, here, yes. Focusing on the word handful, we know that it talks about the amount. If we focus only on the word, you know that this has something to do on the amount. But if it's the phrase, if we're talking about the phrase, we're talking about a handful of something. It's like, the noun with another word. You can say a handful of coins, a handful of diamonds, a handful of rice, a handful of anything. Okay. So one is
Okay.
focusing on word and the other one is focusing on the phrase. Well, that's very smart, James. Just remember which is the focus of each word and phrase. Okay. Now, your sentence.
Is the harmful many or just a few?
A handful. It's just a few. Handful.
Okay, handful. Uh, I have uh, a handful of I have a handful of uh, let me think. I have a handful of pens that I can use.
Yes, that you can use. Okay. I have a handful of pens that I can use. Very good, James. I like it. Okay. Number three, annoy.
Annoyed, verb to make someone angry. The example: Tina really annoyed me in the meeting of this morning. Annoyed, adjective. If you are annoyed, you are very angry about something. Example: She
She tapped.
mm,
She
she
tapped.
tapped her forehead and looked annoyed with herself. Annoying example, making you feel annoyed. Example, it's really annoying when a train is late and there's no explanation.
Annoy, annoyed, annoying. These are related words, okay, but they have different uses. One is an action word, the other one is adjective, but this is being used if this word is used for person. Annoying, it's being used if you want to talk about a person's feeling. Like, okay, this movie is annoying, like that, okay? So, can you make a sentence? You choose one. Mm-hmm.
What me annoyed is to make someone angry. So um, the student all always annoyed the student always annoyed the teacher because she always talk on the class.
Oh, okay. Really? That's how you think about students?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, teachers need to talk because actually it's really hard to talk in the class, but yeah, if the teacher is boring, if the teacher is strict and boring, it's really annoying. I would also be annoyed. But if the teacher is, lovely and friendly, I would be so excited to listen to her. Okay, now here is the fourth word, ignore.
Ignore.
Okay, James, do you know this word? Did you encounter this word before? Yes.
No, I haven't seen
Ig-
this word.
Ignore. Just remember the key word. Ignore is like not listen to someone. Like for example, if I talk and you ignore me, that means you don't listen. Okay, that's verb. Ignorance. It means you don't lack of knowledge, no understanding. For example, this man has ignorance on this lesson. Okay. Yes. Ignorant. Okay, it's adjective. She is an ignorant woman. Yes, because she doesn't know how to cook anything. Okay, so choose a word and make a sentence.
Hmm. Um. Uh. And. Um. Yeah, the student ignore the teachers um, the teachers
Lessons.
yeah.
The student ignores the teacher's lesson. Okay. Yes, that's right. So in your two sentences, you talk about students and teachers. You can also talk about other topics. For example, my friend ignores me for a long time and I miss her. Something like that. Okay. Oh, let's do this, James. You can finish the lesson quickly. One. Let me read.
Aquarium.
Okay. The Thailand capital's Chinatown contains complex streets offering all kinds of tasty treats, clothes, toys, and
Aquarium.
antiquarian. Okay, C. Yes. Okay, two. I used to.
Um, to harm force of
Yes. Letter
B.
B. Okay, yes. Very good. Okay, check. Okay, how about the next page? It. You can read.
Uh,
It.
it annoyed me that she just expect not to help.
Yes. Okay. Four. I smiled at her, but she just.
Ignore.
Yeah, ignored me. Yes, very good. So, oh, not antiquarian. It should be antiques. Okay, antiquarian
Okay.
is collection. Collection. So don't forget that. And okay, check. It's okay. A noise ignored. Well, very good, James. Don't forget all the words that we learned tonight. Okay, you did great. I'll give you 5 stars. Are you happy with the class?